The She's Crafty podcast is brought to you by Busted Sandal Brewing Company.
You can now find their 210 Ale and Slippery Rock IPA in cans throughout San Antonio, New Braunfels, and Austin.
Head over to BustedSandalBrewing.com/can locator to find a location today.
Shut up and sit down.
Hi.
Hey.
Welcome to She's Crafty podcast, episode 17.
We are at New Braunfels Brewing Company.
We are.
In historic downtown New Braunfels.
In historic downtown New Braunfels.
I just heard a voice for radio, I think.
I know. It
Or
came out of nowhere.
podcasting, I
Because
know.
before he started, it was his voice was like really high pitched, and then he put it up to his mouth and he was like, "Hello, ladies."
I know. It was like a button that he pressed on the back of him.
Nice.
That
I
was
actually
nice.
just had a beer, and that's part of it.
Oh, there we go. It lowers.
I got you. I got
Drops everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell everybody what you do here. We're here with Kelly Meyer from New Braunfels Brewing Company. And what do you do in this fabulous building? This was so much fun to drive up to. It's smack dab in the middle of downtown.
Yeah.
That was a big part of our plan in the beginning, is that we wanted to have a brewery in downtown, which wasn't really normal. And so we had to get all kinds of special use permits from the city. Pain in the butt.
Oh, nice.
But we did it. Added about 6 months to our planning time. And so what I do is effectively a little bit of everything. I am I have a brewer that does the majority of the heavy lifting, but I do some of the brewing, all of the recipes, all the graphic design on the labels. You'll see me delivering kegs a lot of the time, including today.
Yeah.
Not my predominant job, but in San Antonio, we self-distribute still, so I'll do that. Occasionally, I work the tap room.
It's a good way to get in a workout, delivering some kegs.
Yeah, the 160 pounds. So,
Yeah, I'd say
Really?
so.
yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
That's amazing.
It's like a goal weight.
That's your goal weight is 160?
Yeah, 160.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I'm
hear
trying to
you.
get up there.
You want to be the same size as a keg.
Yeah,
Yeah.
always, since I was little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dreams.
Yeah, I cry at 161 and 159, but
160 is a sweet spot.
160 is a sweet spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drunk off of brandy.
Yeah. It's still light enough where you could like drag me across the field if I needed you to.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's true.
But
To
still.
go where? Like, where would you be taking you to?
Hopefully,
Well,
my
she also has a
my
rape
home.
fantasy, so I think that.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Right. Sorry,
no,
we shouldn't
no,
have talked- we
no,
shouldn't talk
no.
about
That was it used to involve Bill Cosby. The things got way too real.
Then, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a fantasy anymore.
That's not a fantasy. That can really
no.
happen. And
I'm
that's
like,
not-
wait, is that a
that's not the
memory?
same
Oh,
thing.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay. No, but then you're like light enough to drag, but too heavy for somebody small to take advantage of you. I feel like.
You only want big people to take advantage of you.
Well, let's not. You don't want to be
Right.
fucked by a leprechaun. I
Right.
mean,
No.
that's weird. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I drink a lot sometimes.
Yeah. Speaking of drinks, you guys have your sour line right now. Tell us a little bit about these 3 different beers that we have in front of us today.
Yeah, so basically what they are is they're a German farmhouse beer. So the idea is that you will actually taste the Hefeweizen, you'll taste the Dunkel Bison, you'll taste the Weizenbock, but it's going to have a nice crisp acidity, a little bit of funkiness, and it just sort of redefines that style. Interestingly enough, the way we joke is that with all the brewery tours today, if one of them had a flux capacitor on it, and you were to go back in time 100 years in Germany, this is what you'd taste out of the bright tank if you tasted half.
Nice.
That's really nice. Tell us,
Yeah.
and this is your
This one's Blondine.
Blondine. So tell us about Blondine. That's really nice.
Effectively, it's an 85% wheat Hefeweizen. It's brewed initially with Hefeweizen yeast from Germany, from Beheshtepon. The idea being it's going to give you the banana, give you the clove, but a super light body. And then when that fermentation's done, we kick it over to a separate tank. And in that tank, we inoculate it with a completely spontaneous culture that we got from downtown.
Oh.
Like literally from leaving a batch of beer open, we let all the wild yeast and bacteria land on it, and then we cultivate that, and that's what we inoculate
Wow.
everything with. So you couldn't make that beer exactly the same way in Dallas, Fort Worth, Houston,
Interesting.
or Belgium for that
This
matter.
is very renegade.
I love it.
I know.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really cool. And what's funny is right when I tasted this, a lot of times it's just some like super, super tart over the board sours are like a little too much for me. They're fun to taste, but in the past,
You don't want to drink them like.
I don't want to drink like a whole
night.
bomber of one, you know. So I'll get a Hefeweizen and blend them, which we had learned, and
cut the
this
sour.
is like already doing that. So you have those kind of two tastes together.
Yeah, it's effectively the same concept. So it just takes that wheat beer and makes the acidity, gives it more refreshing, and because we primarily ferment it with quote unquote traditional yeast. It's not as sour, so the actual acidity levels can be a little lower. It's more balanced.
Yeah,
pairs better with food. So
that's fantastic,
Nice.
and it's got a real funky smell.
Yeah. Do you find that like a lot of people just don't even know what a sour is, or are afraid of them, or?
Well, I've actually had people taste that and tell me that that's not sour, because the terminology of sour. And a lot of people that make sour beers get super like annoyed and high-horsed about it.
Yeah.
That sour technically takes 3 different flavor profiles.
Okay.
Funk is one, tart is another, and then that acidic kind of vinegar character is another. And depending on the beer, a lot of them will have all 3, particularly Belgian styles. But now a lot of American brewers will just inoculate with a Brett or just with a lacto on purpose to give a different character. And so people have this thing in mind that if it wasn't aged in a barrel where oxygen contacted it and made this acidic vinegar, it isn't sour at all.
Yeah.
So there's even the people who think they know, there's all this different range in there.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But yeah, we've actually taken this line of beer to some different events, particularly in New Braunfels, which is behind San Antonio, amazingly, on craft beer understanding. And I was a little disappointed because I expected people to just be pissed off at me, like, "What the fuck is that? That's not beer. I just had these 7 different beers that all fit a style, and then I taste that." And literally 3 people the whole day out of thousands got mad at me and were like, "I don't understand this at all." Yeah. The rest of them, we sold bottles. Just it was very different, but at the same time, they enjoyed it. So
that's awesome.
Well, sometimes it's fun. Sometimes it works to your advantage to not have to be as well versed in the knowledge. Like that's kind of what this whole podcast is about. We started it as a craft beer learning journey, and so I think that's kind of helped us. We enjoy it without having all this backstory sometimes. So we're not like constantly comparing things,
right? Because we don't know any better.
I know. Well, and as we're learning, though, I still haven't gotten to the point where I don't enjoy something because it doesn't fit within a certain style yet. But
yeah, hopefully you never do.
Yeah,
I know.
I think that takes the fun out of it.
Yeah, for sure.
There's a few people with these super refined palates that I've talked to, and they've done that to me before, and to other brewers I've seen online, and it's just disappointing. It's like, did it taste good? Well, isn't that the point? That's the only point. That's all that matters.
That's all that
Did you
matters.
enjoy drinking it with your friends at that event? You know?
Exactly. I feel like that takes preparation. Like if you're gonna go out, what do you have like backup snobby beer on? Like what happens if you go to a bar? It's like, oh, I'm sorry, they only have 20 here, and none of them are going to suit my taste.
Yeah. I have backup Lone Star sometimes.
Backup Lone Star in the thing. I just have backup cocaine. It's just.
Can we just
like
for a minute? I know this is way off tangent, but can we talk about the Bud Light, Amy Schumer?
Yes.
Representing Bud Light now.
Yes.
How sad.
How sad.
Right? I was like, womp womp.
Somebody made a good point. It was Suki Jones from Stars and Garters Burlesque.
Okay.
She said that she was kind of disappointed because Amy Schumer's all about like body love and like sticking it out there. And she said she was in like 6 layers of Spanx. You could tell her body was so just like, come on, if you're going to do it, just do it. And like it's her and Seth Rogen just make fun of the fact that you're both kind of fat.
Right.
And you're
talking about beer.
Like, how did that not come up in the whole thing?
Money.
Like Peyton Manning. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like that wasn't a paid for spot.
It was too obvious. At least if he was more nonchalant about it, it'd been whatever. But yeah, it was definitely.
What I love is that in my Instagram feed, I had like just my friends like plugging Bud Light. Right? They're like with the black can next to their like whatever they're eating. And I'm like, nobody gives a shit that you're drinking Bud Light. You're like, nobody. It's funny to me.
It was too canned. If he would have said like, oh, I'm going to go home and have some Buds, or I'm going to go home and like drink a little Budweiser or something. It was just like, I'm going to go have Budweiser. Like, okay, Peyton. And then second time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were using the excuse that he owns a distributorship in Louisiana, which I guarantee you sells a bunch of other beer too. So that's not really the great excuse. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. Oh, well.
Whatever.
Whatever.
He doesn't give a shit. He's got
Yeah.
he's got Super Bowl.
Neither
ring.
does Amy Schumer. That's what I was like. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Like she's.
And they got their
Just doing her
paycheck.
thing.
And I'd probably do
Yeah.
the same thing if somebody offered me like multi-million-dollar craft beer. What? I don't.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I'd be enjoying it in secret.
Yeah.
Like that's the trick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the reality is he probably drinks that. So
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meh. Whatever. Meh.
It's the best thing. Goes best with his steroids. They still haven't worked that out
Oh.
yet.
they put it on hold.
Yeah. Put it on hold just for the Super Bowl. Fantastic. Got deflated balls.
Convenient.
We've got steroids.
Yeah.
All sorts of drama.
I don't know what you're talking about. I just watched the commercials.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you know about the balls.
I know about the balls. Let's not get crazy. But I mean, like everything else. Yeah.
And Catherine's in her 30s. She knows about deflated balls,
I know.
too.
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
That's rough.
You gotta you have to stop at a certain age and be like, you know what? I'm real sorry. Like, I'm sure
Yeah.
you're a really good person.
Yeah.
But
No.
I can't do it.
Sorry.
Yeah. I like them plump. I don't know what we're talking about. Anyway,
I'm afraid to
this
speculate.
I don't.
Oh. So do we want to dive into what was the next sour that you have up there in the line? It was a Schwartz, is that right?
Yes.
Yes. So trying to...
Do you want to go ahead and chug that one and then we can move on?
Right?
Please?
Just slam?
Yeah, just slam it down.
That's what the bottle actually
Oh,
looks like on
nice.
this. And actually, that label just got redone a little bit last night. So that's
Nice.
a brand new one.
And you
if we
do
can
all the
show
graphic
Periscope.
design? Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
I'm just going to
Thanks.
hold it up to Periscope.
What are
I don't
the...
even know if anybody's watching.
Do
right
the
now.
stars represent
There it
anything?
is.
I like stars. That's about the best I could do for you on that one.
Yeah.
Just felt like adding stars.
I like it.
Why
I like
not?
it a lot.
I think it made it like just kind of simple. The idea with that label and this whole line is to sort of be simple a little bit because again, it's supposed to represent what beer would have tasted like 100 years ago.
Right.
You
Right.
wouldn't have had huge bright artwork either, and so I wanted it to be simple, which is a challenge for me because I'm not a simple artist guy. I like to add 15
bunch
things.
stuff, yeah.
So anyways, it's been a work in progress, and I think I changed it again last night. Made Schwartz bigger, add our logo a little bit more prominent on it. So
Nice.
And it's very representative of New Braunfels, I feel like. It has that vibe.
it's New Braunfelsy.
New Braunfelsies. Yeah, yeah. A Dunkel Bison. Oh, this is going to be really interesting.
This is gonna be black.
I love that. I normally any sort of so we learned that Dunkel
Means dark. Right.
And generally I found in the past like I know that I have liked some beers and I didn't know what style they were and going
Yeah.
back that they were a Dunkel Bison.
Yeah.
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 I didn't even know what Dunkel was until Paul Ford, shout out, mentioned it on that one podcast. And he's like, oh, I noticed that you're drinking a nice Dunkel. And I was like,
I thought he was saying
"Oh."
drunk uncle.
I didn't know what he was talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you're drunk.
He runs our tap room.
Hi, Willie.
Hey Willie,
How are you? Good.
you want to say hello?
Would you could pick up the mic and say hi.
Hello there, world.
Ooh, that was nice.
Nice.
That was very nice.
Willie is officially our resident dude.
Who the fuck are you, man?
Oh.
On Saturday, I don't know if you guys saw, we are having a Valentines Vow Renewal.
Yes.
He is legally
Nice.
a ordained minister
Really?
nice.
in the Church of the Latter-day Dude.
This aggression will not stand, man.
So
That's how I want to get married.
Yes.
it is legal.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, this is where I'm coming. If
Are we gonna have a dude beard like where it tastes a little White Russian-y? Maybe some flavors.
I didn't go that far.
Yeah, no.
Trying to-
If you could pull that off.
it's awesome.
Yeah, we'll have fun out there on Saturday.
Would you should Colby should come get your vows renewed.
Yeah, we're not that bored yet.
Oh,
but,
okay.
you know, we'll come watch everybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be like that's really. I always watch like the people on TV, like on the news. They'll put like all the people that went to the courthouse to get married.
Yeah.
On and then as I'm watching it, I'm like mentally cutting them in half.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
you're not gonna make
Yeah.
it, and you're just gonna be miserable
Oh, yeah.
probably in another 7 years. but
She's
you'll
too
stick it
pretty
out.
for you.
She's
Yeah.
She's probably pregnant.
Yes.
That's what because I'm just romantic like that. You know.
Well,
Yeah.
this is Love Gone Sour.
That's true.
Episode.
It is.
Oh, this is pretty. We're looking at
pretty.
the Dunkel Bison right now, and it's a sour farmhouse Dunkel Bison. Is that correct?
Yep. So of the three, it's going to be the most sour. It has a little more tartness than the other two, and it's going to have a lot deeper, kind of richer flavor, but a surprisingly light mouthfeel for what it is. So this one's a lot of fun, and this is the newest of the three. We just released this.
This is fun.
The places Mad Pecker and Big Hops Hebner both have this one.
Nice.
And we're working on getting it into the Brass Tap. They're hopefully this week they'll get it. So.
Oh, this is
Brass Tap, that's in, I think, like close to La Cantera, right? At
The rim? Yeah. So
Ooh.
the acidity just kind of balances the roastiness.
It's nice because you can taste it. You can taste the roastiness, and then there still has like that little bit of that sour kick.
What other flavors am I tasting? There's like something very pronounced. I can't.
There's still a little bit of sweetness in this one. Mm-hmm. It just doesn't ferment out all the way as quickly. If you hang on to the bottle for a year, it will. Mm-hmm. But the idea with these beers is that we're releasing them young, so you can kind of choose the final taste what you want. But there's sweetness in there. There's caramel.
I think it's a caramel that I'm...
Yeah, I can taste that a little bit.
And it changes as you're drinking it. Like your first sip in the middle, and then at the end, you kind of get more of that sweetness that lingers a little bit.
And this out of the tap is actually a little bit warmer than I would normally serve it. Because some of our other beers, we don't have temperature control for everything. So this one's going to taste a little bit more roasty, to a little bit kind of better stickiness in your mouth at like 55. Which is
interesting.
The way I'd prefer to drink it.
Nice. That's really good.
I know. I like it.
So
you have a barrel aged version of this one too. That's not currently in stock.
Really?
It's coming out. It'd be like another month and a half.
So
it's called Black Fury.
And what kind of barrels did y'all?
Garrison Brothers barrels.
Yeah.
Those little bitty ones over there that you can't see on the camera.
They're adorable.
Yeah, little 15 gallon ones.
Are they tagged up right now? That's so gangster.
Cruising down the street in my 6'4".
No, that one. That one barrel, we do a Blarney Barrel every year for St. Patty's Day.
Yeah.
So you kiss the barrel and then sign it. And so that's what everybody that signed it kissed it.
Oh, very nice.
Is this a frat party?
Yeah, my sister invited us. She said there'd be good beer.
Okay, well, let's check it out.
Ooh, check out that guy.
Damn. Hey, hot balls. Nice can.
I'm more than just my beer.
Hey, how about you bring your beer and more than just your beer over here and share?
Oh, wow. He's actually coming over here.
Is that Busted Sandal 2&0 Ale?
Hell yeah. And their Slippery Rock IPA.
I didn't appreciate your objectification of my cans and my hot body.
It was definitely just your cans.
You brought Busted Sandal beer. It was totally your can.
To find out where you can find Busted Sandal cans in San Antonio, New Braunfels, and Austin, head over to BustedSandalBrewing.com/can locator.
And don't forget, you can also find all their other beers on draft in San Antonio, Houston, and the Rio Grande Valley. BustedSandalBrewing.com.
It's time for Beer News.
Hey there, folks. Time for your Brew News with the Brew Dude. I'm going to catch you up on a couple topics in our industry for this week. I'm actually at the bar in the Houston airport at the moment. People are staring at me a little weird because I'm talking into my phone, but that's okay. For all you beer geeks, there is the iPhone app called Untapped. We all use it. We all love it. They just merged with another company called The Next Glass, and they have a bunch of updated new features, including scanning all the barcodes on your beers for more information. And if you want to go to a bar in your area, it'll call you an Uber directly from that app. So that's pretty cool. Our next story is there's a new town in Slovakia, I don't know, somewhere over in Russia. And in order to attract all new visitors, they're going to install a public beer fountain, which is pretty interesting. So they want you to come, they want you to visit, and they want you to drink out of the big giant beer fountain that's going to cost them almost $500,000 to make. All right, y'all, that's your two topics. That's your Brew News with the Brew Dude. My name is Ryan Mader. Back to you, ladies. Cheers to the beers. Boom.
Okay, I'm sorry. Get back to the gangster barrels. You kiss it and then you sign it?
Yeah, so it's on St. Patty's Day.
Oh,
It's the Blarney Barrel, so it gives you
So
good luck.
there's no gang affiliation to that. That's too bad.
You could start a Blarney Barrel gang. The BBG.
Fuck yeah.
You
It
down with
sounds super
BBG?
hardcore.
Yeah. We're the Blarney Barrel
The
gang.
Blarney Barrel gang. We're going right back to the leprechauns, right?
Just a bunch of leprechauns.
Yeah, that are just gang banging.
Can't get off that.
No. Mm-mm.
Wow.
Hardcore gangster
She
leprechauns.
She has interesting taste.
Blarney Barrel.
Yeah. That's cool, though.
That's really cool.
That's awesome.
Do y'all do a bunch of stuff for St. Patty's Day?
We typically do that, and then a cask of the base beer of this is called Eredivice. It's a fairly traditional Dunkel Bison, just a little bit darker.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we do a cask of it with Lucky Charms in it, and then put all the marshmallows on top and the Lucky
There's
Charms.
nothing more delicious than Lucky Charms.
That's so
right?
cool.
It's really good.
Is that the way that
It's-
I'm supposed to be saying it? Dunkel Bison?
That's the way they say it. At the brewery, we have a lot of names that have weird pronunciations
Right.
and or foreign names. And what I always say is that's how they say it. But if
Right.
you're buying it, you can call it whatever the fuck you want to call it. I
Yeah,
don't care.
just
So,
buy my beer.
Yeah.
You get
Yeah.
to choose.
That's awesome.
So yeah, we do
Perfect.
that, and then this weekend we have dueling casks. So since it's kind of a couples event,
Right.
we're doing, and you can have whichever one you want. But the one I kind of made for the girls is called Kissing Valentino. It's our Hefeweizen with strawberries, not re-fermented, but just with the sweetness. So it's had a bunch of strawberries and vanilla bean.
Ooh.
And then the guys or whoever wants can do a Shiva's Tears, which is our Weizenbach with a bunch of Snickers in it. So it's literally Snickers in it.
Okay, what's it called? Say Shiva's
Tears.
Tears, like crying? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Who's Shiva and why is
he
cry-
making people cry, right?
Is he crying or is she crying?
I think technically it's a guy.
Yeah.
He's crying.
Shiva is the Hindu god of destruction and rebirth by extension. But
Interesting. Whoa, that shit got deep.
I know.
So deep.
I know. When you asked me, I was like, "Oh fuck, damn it!" Here's where
Whoa. I don't know.
We end up having to edit it in. It's just like Hindu god of destruction.
Yeah.
That's actually the Shiva's Tears.
Oh my
We had-
God, it's so hardcore.
That's cool.
That kind of looks like a vagina.
We're looking at the bottle right now, and it's
It's a whispering eye. It's not a vagina.
Yeah.
Oh. Sorry.
Catherine's like, she fails all those therapist
Yeah.
things where they're like,
I'm
look
like
at the
vagina.
blot. Yeah.
Balls.
Vagina?
Vagina. That's a shaft. Vagina.
Nope, that's definitely an eyeball. That's a child, Catherine. That's your child. This is weird. Okay. That's awesome. That's really cool. We'll have
So those
to-
are some vintage bottles. It's literally like 2 years old that we just found. We're going to release this weekend for fun. But the normal beer we still have as a Weizenbach on draft, but it's not in bottles.
Nice. Maybe we'll have to make our way up here for St. Patrick's Day. We used to go to Sherlocks in San
yeah.
Antonio because they do a big thing. It's the only reason we go.
It's right by your house, I guess.
Oh, girl. If you go down my street that dead ends and you walk out the dead end, it looks like you're going to get murdered for a 2nd. And then you come out on Thousand Oaks.
And it's right there.
And you're at Sherlock's.
Yeah.
So before the days of Uber, that's the only place we would go if we're going to
Yeah.
hammer it
Get
back.
it done. I used to have friends that would play there a lot. And so we
Yeah.
would go watch them play, but didn't like the clientele.
No.
Yeah.
No. No. I don't even like the friends we go with.
I don't like feeling like I'm going to get raped as I'm walking through a crowd. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes.
No,
but
there's a
for
bunch
the most
of
part.
there's a bunch of douchey guys. I remember
Yes.
going there when I was
Yeah.
single, and there's just guys like, "You want a shot? You want a shot?
Yeah.
You want a shot?" It's
Yeah.
like, no, or they just like I hate that. Which you've been with your wife since you were in
But I'm a douchey
high
guy
school.
for sure.
But you are a
Yeah.
douchey guy.
No, I totally buy a shot for you.
okay.
Yeah.
So, but like the guys that'll show up and they're just like, "Here you go," and
with a drink?
yeah, with a drink. Like you
Yeah.
have no idea what I want to drink.
Actually, one time, I mean, we're not to that section yet, but we're just going to go ahead and start it.
Okay.
There's rules? There's
I
like
was-
section.
There's
I
segments.
didn't realize.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
I'm
You
a
guys didn't-
professional.
You didn't tell me like
I
the
know.
rules.
I know.
I one time was at Sherlock's and I was dating somebody and this guy kept coming back and he was like, "Let me buy you a drink. Come on, let me buy you a drink." And I was like, "No, I'm okay, thank you." Like I always start out really nice and polite, like, "Oh, that's so nice, thank you, thank you," right? And then he just kept coming back and finally I was like, "Dude, I don't want you to buy me a drink. That's enough, right?" And I can hear him. He turns to his friend. He's like, "This girl's a fucking cunt." And I was like, "Oh,
Oh.
yes, I am."
Wow.
Because you don't want to drink.
Because I
Right.
don't want your fucking drink. I guess so.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was aggressive.
Yeah, I've turned down shots like near the end of the night because I'm not an
Well,
idiot.
now
you
I
know,
turn-
like I know.
I turn down shots now because I'm old.
Yes.
And I don't want to throw up.
I gave my sister the best advice. I said, like, she's in college. I said, you're going to have to learn this the hard way. But after that, I said, normally, like, the like, one shot is a good idea. Like, get your night rolling. Early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once you're already drunk, don't touch the shot.
Don't do that.
No.
Yeah.
It's going to be bad.
Yeah.
Because you have no idea. So anytime somebody offers you a shot, you'll just be like, sure.
Right.
And the next
And
morning,
then it all hits you at one time.
You're asking the Uber driver to pull over in your own neighborhood so you can puke.
Yeah.
Oh, this was not 2 weeks ago.
No.
I don't learn my lessons.
It was officially 2009 that I made the statement that I'm giving up shots.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Any shot after the third beer. And anything before that, I'm usually all right. Like sip a shot of tequila. I kind of enjoy the sunshine. But anything after that, I've never woken up the next morning and gone, holy fuck, I'm so glad I had that last shot.
I feel like nobody
if I
ever...
had just had one more, I think we could have had more fun.
Shots just never sound good to me. You know? Like, hey, Catherine, you want a 4 Horsemen? No. I'm a lady.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm a lady.
I can't handle it. Like, I know I can't handle it.
I do Irish car bombs every St. Patrick's Day. Just
do you?
Because, well, now I'm married to an Irishman, and so, like, he takes great pride in, like, anything that's probably not even...
Yeah.
It probably didn't even
in Brooklyn.
come... Yeah. It's just, like, from it's from, like, Cincinnati.
Right.
They're just like, let's make Irish car bombs.
Yeah.
But, no, we do that every year, so...
Yeah.
But now we just do it with better beer. Because we used to do it with Guinness.
Yeah.
And, like, that's great. But now, like, we'll get a good beer.
Yeah.
Which is higher alcohol.
Higher alcohol.
Of course.
So basically you do the Irish car bomb and then you're good. Yeah.
That's interesting.
We got my mom, like, 3 years ago to do, like, 4 Irish car bombs.
What?
Jeez.
Yeah.
How is that?
We don't know. We sent her home with my
What
stepdad
is your mom
right
like
away.
when she's drunk?
She's way happy.
Is she?
Way happy. Very loving.
Giggly and friendly.
Yes.
Very
That's
giggly.
how my mom is. My mom doesn't drink at all ever. So she'll have like one glass of wine and then she can't even contain how much she loves me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's like,
yeah.
You're the best thing that's ever happened to me. I'm so proud of you.
I'm going to tell you our birth story.
You've come so far. And I'm like, since 10 minutes ago? What are you talking about? I walked across the room, Mom. Yes, I did. Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Do you have kids, Kelly?
2.
You do.
An 11 and a 9-year-old.
Oh. Okay, so the 11-year-old boy or girl?
Boy.
Boy, that's a little better.
Yeah.
And the 9-year-old is
Girl.
a girl, yeah.
We had a boy first, so that was better because we had the opportunity to mess some stuff up, and they're a little more resilient.
Yes.
So,
Yeah. I have a 14-year-old daughter, and that is, I don't know if I'm going to survive it every day.
I'm not looking forward to
You
that.
never
at all.
know.
Yeah.
You never know. Like, I wake up in the morning and I'm like, what kind of day are we going to have today? I don't know.
It also depends on your kid. Like, I feel like I have 2 girls, and one's 11, one's 6. And the 6-year-old is already proving to be more emotionally reckless than the 11-year-old. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just like, you're on your period. Like, I don't know how that's possible, but you're on your period.
Yeah,
like, this is fucking ridiculous.
Well, you can suck them in. You haven't heard of that?
Your period?
My wife told me that.
You can
Like the whole emotional situation.
Yeah?
Like they're not on their period, but they have the same emotional nonsense.
I see.
It has coincided between my daughter is literally.
You mean suck them into your own menstrual cycle?
Yeah.
I thought you meant like
back
you could
into
take
the
your
vagina.
period away and suck it out. Yeah, okay. I
You people are
misunderstood
fucking
it.
weird. Why did I say that?
I was hoping it was true. I was going to ask you how she does that. Can she give a class or what?
Wow.
No. Well,
give us her number so that we can
because I want to know.
Yeah, okay.
It's really funny because I always feel like my boyfriend's like, you never get PMS. Like, I've never seen you get upset about anything. But then you asked my daughter and she was like, oh my God, you're the worst. And I'm like, well, I guess it just depends on who it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, at least y'all have equal footing. You got 2 boys, you got 2 girls in the house.
We have a lot of estrogen in our house.
Yeah, I feel bad. I feel bad for your son.
Yeah, because I have 2 girls and a boy, but I don't think he notices as much.
Yeah.
He just
yet.
like,
He will.
he doesn't care.
Yeah. As he gets older, he will.
He's super protective over
good.
his sisters, which is really awesome. And the thing about boys, not that I love all my children the same, okay? Just in case that anybody ever listens to this.
Yeah.
Well, it's being recorded.
But
Right.
he's so loving. Like, he would jump out in front of a bus for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he will take down anybody that comes after mommy. Like,
Yeah.
you don't talk to my mommy that way. My mommy's the best. Even his sisters, like, you don't talk to mommy that way. Mommy loves us. And the girls are like, fuck mommy. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
She's ruining my life.
Oh, yeah. The
Yeah.
girls definitely are. Is your daughter daddy's girl?
No, she has her moments, but no.
No?
She is a spitting image of my wife.
Really?
Oh, wow.
They are
really?
the same. Same hair, same. They both play soccer. Like, they were both completely emotionally a wreck sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my daughter and I got in a little argument last night, in fact. So
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
My daughters are both like, they're like, we love you so much, but if we had the choice, like, we would definitely go to dinner with dad over you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, as a kid, I remember, like, not really. My dad was the guy because he was funny.
He spent more money on you?
He spent more money.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they were married, but
Yeah.
I mean, like, yeah, like, you know, he was just
When
more
he's
fun.
on his own,
He was
he's-
more fun.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
And my mom was like, always like, are you going to put on, is that what you're going to wear?
Well, because who,
Like,
else,
you know what I
who
mean?
else is going to ask you that stuff?
Yeah,
You know?
because he doesn't care, right?
We just
Yeah.
had it's so funny because I just turned 37 and we just had my, my party on Sunday and my grandmother was there and my mom was like, Catherine's boyfriend is coming, right? And I can hear them. I'm sitting right next to them and my grandmother goes, is she going to put on makeup or what is she doing? And I was like, I have makeup on though. Like, I do have makeup on. What do you mean? And she was like, I have some lipstick in my purse. If you want some
She
lipstick.
starts pulling up pictures of Selena. She's like, why
this
can't you
is-
look
what
more
is
like
this?
her?
What is this? And I was like, well, he hits me a lot, so it doesn't make any difference.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, they
Well
didn't like
then.
the joke. Yeah. So
Just
that
kidding.
was awesome. No, he
Just
does not
kidding.
hit me. I'm
Just
sorry.
kidding.
Jason is sweet and kind. He would
should
never
date a
hit me.
leprechaun. They can't
You should
hit-
date. They can't reach you, right? I went to midget wrestling one
They
time.
try.
They literally can't reach you.
You just get punched in the stomach a lot, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's as high as they
Yeah.
can get. Yeah.
I went to midget wrestling and
Oh, that's right.
There's this guy that it was like a birthday present for my friends. I don't know why. And they had this one guy. The star of the show, his name is Lil Nasty.
Yeah, it is.
Like
He
Lil,
is
like
Lil,
L-I apostrophe L?
L-I-L, Nasty.
Nice.
Because he's gangster.
Because he's super gangster and like 50 years old.
Yeah.
So whenever he was talking to me and I was just saying, yes, sir, because he's old, right?
Yeah.
Like, what am I supposed to say? And he stood next to me and he put his hand like right on the inside of my thigh. And I was like, I don't know if he just can't reach higher.
Yeah.
Or if he's trying to get a little feel.
I think
or
both.
What's happening
Both.
right now? This little tiny little.
His name's Lil
hand,
Nasty. I
Lil
think we figured that
Nasty.
out.
Yeah, I
He's
think
like,
that was pretty
He was
evident.
like, you'd be surprised what kind of girls want to know what a midget's got. And I was like,
Nope.
I've got a 5-year-old
thanks.
son. Like, I could gauge it. I've got a kid, you know?
Oh.
I don't think I would be surprised what kind of girls want to know what a midget
No,
is.
I know. I was
I think
like,
I can get a pretty good picture.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
a lot of them have been on Jerry Springer
Yeah.
already. Yeah.
I was like, well, thank you so much for the offer, but
I'm good.
yeah, it's not my thing.
That could have been a Love Gone Sour story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could definitely
You're
have.
right.
Yeah.
It was sour before it even started.
I was trying to think because we were talking about the fact that this is a Love Gone Sour episode.
Right.
And I was trying to think of,
Bad dating stories.
and I think I just have like a theme of bad breakups. Like I'm not good at breaking up with people.
What do you mean? Like, you get angry?
So
Just keeps them around.
Are you
Doesn't
keeping
answer
them
their
around
calls.
forever?
No.
Oh, I ghost everybody.
Oh, like I broke
that's
up
the
with
easiest way to
somebody
do it.
over, this is so old school, over MSN Messenger. I remember breaking up with somebody over Messenger.
Nice.
I've broken up with people over text. I broke up with someone. Oh, I called off an engagement. Like I said yes whenever I was proposed to,
Because
knowing full well
that you
I
didn't wanna do it.
Oh, I did not want to do it, but I
Yeah.
just felt bad. I was like, yeah, that's
And then
great.
later you said
Less
no.
confrontational to say yes and run.
Yeah, it was a James Avery ring.
Aww.
It's adorable, right? Okay, get a job. So, but like, I'm horrible with breaking up because I'm so
Yeah.
non-confrontational.
I always say that I always tell people like, oh yeah, he's okay, but I'm gonna slowly start taking him off the schedule.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
yeah. Just like a little bit.
We're gonna just cut back his hours.
Yeah.
Until one day he's like, hey,
Less
wait,
airtime.
I haven't been
Yeah.
working a
Yeah.
while. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's cutting back. I'll start some more interviews, bring some people in.
Normally not
Yeah.
though. Like I have a very scattered dating thing. So like I'll date somebody for a little while and then it won't work out and then I'll just stay single for like 12 months.
Yeah.
And then I'll like meet somebody else and then I'm like, okay.
Because you miss your alone time, I'm sure.
Well, that, and then I'm like, oh, it's so much work.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Relationships.
I'm glad I'll be married 8 years this summer, and probably the only thing keeping me married, I'm sorry, Colby, is I don't want to start dating again.
No,
So,
don't do
sorry.
it. I'm telling you right now, don't do it. I've
Yeah.
been single. I got divorced 6 years ago, and it's been nothing but a headache for like 6 years. It's horrible. It's horrible.
We've
Free
seen
shots, though.
Oh,
I mean,
That's
occasionally
true.
I'll go out just because I'm like, oh, I really want to go to that restaurant. Okay, let's go.
I still get free shots as a married woman. You still get free shots, especially when I go out with my hot friend Casey,
Yeah.
and like she's like obnoxiously hot. So anywhere you go, people are like, "What can we buy you?"
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm married. They're like, "We don't care. We just want to talk to her."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Okay, that's fine." Yeah.
But
All
can
right.
you do that? Like, yes, I'll go out with you, but you have to take me to this restaurant. Like, is that something that's
No.
normal?
Like they'll be like, hey, have you ever been to wherever? And
that's
I'll
how
be
they
like,
ask you out.
Oh, that's weird. No,
It's not like, do you want to go somewhere with
I've never
me? It's
been
do you want to
there.
go to this place and I have to be there?
Yeah.
That's low self-esteem.
You don't realize that, like, because when you're married, because I was married for a while, like you just get into that groove and like don't even really like pay attention to what people are doing, right?
Your
And then-
homebodies, yeah.
Yes, and then you become single and you realize that like people heavily sexually harass you, and like it just has nothing to do with anything except that I have boobs. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, ugh, this is so uncomfortable. Does this work for you?
Yeah.
Like girls are like, ooh, yes, totally. I want you to do me right now.
That is weird,
Right?
It's really weird that like those lines work on people.
Yes, like it has to have worked on somebody because they're still using them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gross.
Shots. That's the secret.
Gross.
Shots. Yeah, that's the guy that's already gotten the girl at least 3 or 4 shots,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
the lines work.
I notice
Yeah.
now since I've been doing the podcast that the opening line is always like, "Oh, a girl that likes craft beer. I love craft beer."
Yeah.
Who fucking doesn't like beer?
Yeah.
Like,
Come on.
come on. Everybody likes beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Catherine follows up with, "Do you have any Brewers Droop?"
Yeah.
No?
If you don't
Yeah.
have the Brewers Droop, it's probably not going to work.
Oh.
Droop.
Yeah, the Brewers Droop. It's like, oh.
This should be good.
So we read this
Educate me,
article.
lady.
We read this article that men that drink hoppy beer have like man boobs. They call it the Brewers Droop.
Hoppy specifically.
Hoppy, specifically beer, makes men grow tits.
Yeah, and y'all don't have a big selection of hoppy beers, so
No.
you don't really
Just-
have a lot
So
of
no man
man
boobs
titties
here?
up in this place.
We used to make an IPA and I canceled it because I don't like IPAs.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't like boobs. I don't know.
There we go.
Oh,
I thought I did. I didn't.
That's weird.
Maybe you canceled it. Well, maybe you just don't like
What
your
do you
own
like?
boobs.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's true.
That works.
Do you have any love gone sour stories, Kelly?
Well, I probably got quite a few, but there was once a girl broke up with me in the parking lot of the restaurant that we were waiting tables at together.
Ooh.
Because she was going to college and none of her friends at college had a boyfriend.
Had a boyfriend.
That's it. And I was like, wait, that's it?
Yeah.
And we had been dating for years, and that was it.
Yeah.
In her defense, 2 blocks from here, we got back together like 8 months later.
Yeah.
And then we got married a few years after that.
Well,
She's
there you
actually my
go.
wife.
So it worked out.
And I still get to harass her about breaking up with me
Yeah.
because none of
I
her
get it.
friends
Oh, yeah.
had a boyfriend.
I
Even
get
though
it.
things were great, we were having fun,
Yeah.
but they
Yeah.
didn't have one.
Oh.
I would say I once broke up with somebody right before spring break.
Ooh.
And then we
good
got
plan.
together right
That's
after
noble,
spring,
though.
Got back together. Yeah, like I
Yeah.
was like, it's spring break. My girlfriends don't have boyfriends. So
Spring break, we're taking a break.
We're taking a break.
Yeah.
For spring break.
In his defense, he probably did too.
I'm sure he did.
He was like, "Yeah, it's great timing. Thank you."
yeah.
I was going to do this anyways.
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Perfect.
This is great.
Perfect.
Oh, that's good
Yeah.
stuff.
Do you have a really bad one or no?
A really bad
What
one?
happened?
What did happen, you guys?
You can tell us.
Not like let's not get real, but like just like a
So this is kind of stupid, okay? This is what I thought of was when I was a senior in high school. At the very beginning of my senior year, I broke up with my boyfriend that I had been with since my Valentine's Day, my junior year.
Okay.
So not that long, but like in high school, that's a long
Yeah.
relationship. So I broke up with him because kind of that same thing, not like it's spring break, but more it's my senior year. None of my friends have boyfriends. You're not part of, like he didn't hang out with us or
Right.
anything. So I was always feeling torn away from my friends. So I broke up with him. I was the big bitch. So then right before prom, he starts talking to me again. And I'm like, oh, oh, like he's cute. Maybe we can go to prom together.
I need a prom date.
Asked me to prom. Week before prom, dumps me from being his prom date. Shows up with a 15-year-old girl for prom, like a freshman from another school,
which wasn't legal.
No. And
actually.
wow, maybe I can totally out him for statutory rape. Oh, this is great, you guys.
Awesome. Awesome.
Nice.
Take him down, man. Just taking him down.
Taking him down.
That's horrible.
Yeah, it kind of made me feel really shitty.
Yeah.
Is he trying to get you back?
I think so. Looking back, I'm like, oh.
That's awfully
He thought I was a
manipulative.
huge cunt and he was trying to get me back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
Mm.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like that one. I'm trying to think of like my worst. I went on a date. There's a lot of them.
Let's do that. Let's try to think of the worst times
What's the
of our
worst time I've ever had?
Oh, gosh. I was the saddest in 04.
Okay, well, that's why I said let's not get real. Let's just keep it like one level above real, okay? We're not going to go into the divorce. We're just going to go one level above.
We'll leave that out
of it. We'll leave that out of it.
Hi, I like craft beer and depression.
Yeah.
You're listening to She's Depressed podcast.
Yeah. I went on this date a couple years ago, this guy that he was like a setup from somebody that I knew, and they're like, oh, he's so great, right? So he took me to dinner, and there's like 3 things that I look for. Like 1, they have to be over like 5'2", right? They have to be taller than me in order for me to enjoy myself. I don't know why, but it's just true. He smelled good. He was dressed nicely. Okay, fine. Everything's great, right? So we're talking. We're having a great time. We have dinner. He's funny. He's witty, blah, blah, blah. And then he goes, I don't want this to end, right? Let's go somewhere else.
Ooh,
and I was like,
know what that means.
Fancy pants. Let's not let this end, right? And he was like, my friends are at a bar down the road. Let's go meet up with them, right? And I'm like, why not? We're having a great time. I'm a fun girl. Let's go, right? So we go, and he's got like 6 friends there, and he starts doing all these shots, right? I don't even remember his name, but he starts doing all these shots, and his friends are like, oh man, like he's such a great guy, and you're so lucky, blah, blah. I'm so lucky, like it's one day, right? So anyway, that happens, and then I realized that like, and somebody says I needed to move my car because I guess I had parked it in the wrong place. And he was like, I'll move it for you, right? So he goes, and it's like a big place, so there's like tons of cars in the parking lot. He goes and he moves my car. He comes back, he gives me my keys, and then I don't see him again.
Oh, no.
And so I'm sitting there, and like 45 minutes later, I'm like, where did this guy go, right? And I'm asking his friends, and I'm like, where's so-and-so? And they're like, well, I don't know, maybe he's in the bathroom. And I was like, no, that's a long bathroom break, right?
Yeah.
So then I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to go home because I'm not going to hang out with all these dudes that I don't know, right? So I go, I can't find my car because he's moved it for me. So like for an hour, I'm in the parking lot, like with my little clicker, trying to find my Volkswagen Jetta.
Yeah.
Right? So then I'm driving home and I'm pissed now because like he's left me. I couldn't find my car.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so stupid. Why did I go to the bar with him? Like these are all the things. He calls me on my way home and he goes, where are you? And I was like, it's been like 2 hours since the last time I saw you. And he goes, well, I'm really sorry. I was having really strong feelings for you, and I couldn't handle it.
Fuck
wow.
And I was like, gross.
Get yourself together.
Yeah, that's fucking weird, right? And then he goes, when can I see you again? And I was like, never. Never. That's fucking weird, man. You don't leave somebody in a bar and then it was the weirdest thing ever.
I was having really strong feelings.
It was super weird. And then I couldn't shake him for like 3 weeks. I couldn't shake him. Like he would text me like, what are you doing? No, we're not casual like that. I can tell you what I'm doing right now. I'm eating a fucking sandwich. Don't text me. Yeah.
Oh, that
was super weird.
It's a weird story.
It was horrible, right? It was super weird and uncomfortable. I don't like it either, right?
Nope.
It was real. I was like, this guy's gonna cut me up into little pieces and put me in his trunk.
Oh, that's true. I could see that coming.
Yeah.
Because where do you go? You can't go somewhere for an hour in a
Where
bar.
did he go?
Yeah.
Where did he go? One of my friends was like, one of my guy friends was like, he was totally rubbing one out in the bathroom. And I was like, whoa.
Not for 45 minutes.
Not for 40. That was okay. That was 15 seconds. And then what did he do for the rest of the day?
Yeah, maybe he was rubbing 100 out in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that was pretty horrible.
That's legit.
Yeah. So now my boyfriend, because I told my boyfriend that story. So like the other day for my birthday, he went to the bathroom and he texted me from the bathroom and he was like, I left. I'm tired of your shit. And I was like, this is not funny.
He said, I left. I'm having very strong feelings.
Having very strong feelings for you. I cannot handle it.
Not good.
Yeah. That was pretty weird. Yeah. And then I was like, I'm not letting anybody set me up anymore.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. You know what I will be set up with? Kelly, can you tell us about...
the next beer.
So the next beer, I love the name. It's Uber. Is that correct?
That's the one.
Nice.
Oh.
Uber's the big boy. So Uber begins life at 8% alcohol before we add the sour beer to it.
Oh.
And so that one's our big black Weizenbach. So yeah, I'll pour it for you real quick.
Nice. Uber, because you'll probably need one to
After
get
you drink it.
home.
That's right.
Very cool. I really do. That's awesome that you do all the graphic design. Your bottles are really cool looking. It's really nice. So this is. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
He just told you he didn't give a shit about your
Yeah.
opinion.
Yep. They're not changing if you said they're shitty.
Nice.
So that's exactly the one I was going to point at.
Perfect.
I actually drew that one myself.
Did you?
That is
because I never
really
drew one like the
cool.
whole thing, so I
Yeah,
literally drew
cool.
like every aspect of it for fun.
I love the way everything's handwritten. That's awesome.
But
That looks really cool.
that one's a brewery only release. We don't have label approval on it, so we just sell it here.
Oh, nice.
Nice. So here we are.
So Uber's gonna be a little bit less sour, but it's more of an integrated flavor. So you get the dark,
Ooh,
the
wow.
chocolate. It's a little more caramel, I think, than it is roasty.
It's really
But-
like kind of smooth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we don't tell people it's 8.5% alcohol, they don't typically know that.
No, not at all.
Nice.
This would be a nice come here, fill up a growler for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Ooh.
If you can't stay for getting your vows renewed.
Right. Mm-hmm. Take it home.
Or if you don't want your vows renewed.
Oh yeah. you could just fill up the growler, kick his ass out.
Yeah.
And then finish it off.
Yeah.
If your love, wait for it, has gone sour.
If your love has gone sour. Boom.
Boom. Boom.
Mic drop.
Mic drop.
Nice. Nice.
I'm hoping that after editing, there was a nice little sound bite in there. Love gone sour.
I like that. This could
Yeah,
be like a
thank you.
permanent segment. I should just break up with my boyfriend. We'll just go on dates with me.
We're gonna need that.
Yeah, we'll do that.
You
at
could just
some
go on
point.
bad date after bad date.
Girl, it's not hard.
Hey, I'm married and I can go on a bad date.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there we
We
go.
can talk about that.
Perfect.
Love gone sour.
Super awesome.
This is delicious.
That is very delicious. So tell me about getting a beer to taste sour. What is that process like?
The short answer is the easiest way is just to basically let it get infected. So, and that's obviously not scientific. It would make
you
it.
treat it like a hooker.
Oh, sweet. Perfect.
Yeah, just like stuff, a bunch of stuff
Just
in
a
there.
bunch of stuff in there, yeah.
Yeah.
See what happens.
But what we do is we basically have a mixed culture of bacteria and wild yeast. And so the bacteria and the wild yeast both produce those as acids, like lactic acid or acetic acid. And that's what gives that kind of tart biteness in there.
Nice.
And so it's all about fermentation temp and how long it takes. Some of them take forever.
Like how long does this one normally take?
Well, with this whole lineup, what we've done is we basically have some cultures, and so we'll separately ferment with sour yeast a batch of 15 gallons that'll be for 3 months souring and doing its thing. We blend that in with the beer in the bottle and in the keg, and so it kind of has that kickstart already,
Yeah.
and then it finishes in the bottle and the keg.
Oh, wow.
So you can make the argument it takes about 4 months, but when we brew, we can fill the bottles with that beer in 10 days, and then 2 weeks after that, we sell it.
Nice.
Nice.
And where all can you find your bottled beer?
In San Antonio, it's going to focus primarily on like Gabriel's and Specs, and then some of the independent guys. And then on draft, it's going to be like, the big hops.
Right.
LaFleur's du Mal has been at Brass Tap. Unfortunately, Mission's Untapped has been a great supporter of us.
They closed.
I did. Well, I just am getting caught up on all this right
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
I had no idea.
Well.
It's horrible.
Well.
We just have to go to Big Hops.
Gladly.
Gladly.
I'll fill up a growler with Big Hops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make it work.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
They just
actually
opened one by our house.
It's like
Yeah, I went
it's
in
like
there.
5 minutes.
Yeah,
on bitters,
I went in
yeah.
there. I'm pretty sure they'll get our stuff eventually. I just haven't got it. We weren't in the initial lineup. So.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. It's like super exciting.
Very.
We just did an episode there. It'll come out after this one. It'll be episode 18.
Well,
you know
that's
what?
Rob
The
stats.
Twin Liquors by your house has these too. And Twin Liquors
yeah.
has the best price on them of anywhere I've ever seen.
Really?
These 750s sell for $8.79.
Wow.
And they don't always have the biggest selection.
The one by you is
yeah.
considered a platinum store. A diamond store, excuse me. The diamond store has the best selection of all of them.
Well, I was going to say they don't have, it's not that they have like the most selection whenever you go there, but whatever they have is like really curated. So they have really good stuff in their lineup. So that's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
We were trying to find, we loved Nightmare on First Street.
Oh, yeah? No label?
Yeah. And that became like our beer through the fall season. And then we stopped finding it everywhere. And then we went there by Twin Liquors and she had like 5 of them. So we just, sorry, see ya. Bought them all up.
Did you? Did you drink them all or you still have some?
I think we still have one. Yeah.
Nice.
She's a lush.
Yeah.
You're joking, but it's true.
We're working, I always say this, like the past 4 episodes, we're working on our house.
Yeah.
And the only way I can get through like painting an entire room is
well,
like
you're
2
lucky
bombers.
because you're married. So like when I'm home, like I drink with Jason a lot.
Yeah.
Jason's a craft beer.
Yeah.
Not like enthusiast, but he's deep in there. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And then I'm always like, do you want to come on the podcast and talk about it? And he's like, no, I'm too shy. I'm like, okay, well then shut up.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to know all this. But like, it's just me and the kids at home. So like, I'm not going to be like, I don't know. I don't like to drink by myself.
Yeah.
So unless we're doing this or like I'm out or something. So.
And were you saying that this one you think is not as sour as the other ones?
It's a little bit less sour as far as the acidity.
I feel like on the end it has like a really definitive punch, like on the...
It does.
And with this beer, it's a little challenging. Some of the microbiology won't reproduce because the alcohol's too high. And so we don't get that lactic sourness the same way. The Brett will still come through and you'll get some of the other things, but it doesn't get quite as like with... Schwartz, when you first taste it, it's in your face.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different character.
Nice.
Very cool. I've never had a darker sour beer.
I don't think I have either.
You have something against black beers? Black beers matter.
Black beers do matter. They matter the most.
Yeah.
I'm actually way more into black beers.
Are you?
Yeah.
That does not surprise me.
Mm-hmm.
I never wanted to say it, but when I first met you, I was like, she looks like she would be way more into black beers.
Big black beers.
Yeah.
Big black beers, yeah. I actually do enjoy like having a black IPA or a black Hefeweizen, and this was my first time having, that's really cool. I like it.
Brady likes all the black beers.
All the black beers. Thank you. Yeah. What's up, LeBron?
But, oh, that's not beer.
Hey.
Oh.
Whoa.
Somebody
That
making a
got
LeBron
real.
beer?
No.
Oh, never mind. Thought we were talking about
Not
beer.
yet.
Not yet. They
Sorry
are
about
now.
that. Woo.
They're bringing it to your house.
Yeah. Not like a Tim Duncan beer, though. Ugh.
Oh, really?
I mean, he's a great basketball player, but
that's
he's
it.
hard
He's
to look
not.
at. Oh.
Yeah. He's. I don't want to say too much negative stuff about Tim Duncan because I feel like I don't
Like
want to
we're
shoot
from
us in
San Antonio?
I don't want to shoot us in the foot.
He's not going to come on the She's Crafty podcast.
No, you don't think so?
No.
Whatever. We got Spurs Jesus.
Yeah, but Jesus is more non-judgmental.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah.
You got who?
That's true. Spurs Jesus.
Spurs Jesus. I think I remember that.
Yeah.
I'd like to hear whatever you have to say about Tim Duncan, if it's all the same to you.
I don't know anything. I don't watch I'm not a Spurs fan. Ugh.
Oh.
I'm not a sports fan.
Neither am I.
I don't care.
At all.
I'm just not big into basketball. And which is really weird. And it's like an outcast thing in San Antonio. Like, oh, you're not like a Spurs fanatic.
I have friends that like they'll have barbecues or like game days and they don't invite me. And I'm like, how come everybody else gets to go and I don't? And they're like, because you're not a fan.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh, y'all are
Fan of
assholes.
food.
Yeah,
I love barbecue.
I like to drink. I don't
bring
understand.
good beer.
I even thought I was a fan of you, but apparently I'm not.
I hate you. I hate all of you. You're bad luck.
Oh.
Bad luck?
Yeah, because I'm not like, I don't give a shit.
That doesn't even make sense to me. I can't,
Yeah.
You're bad luck.
Yeah.
I get proud of our team. Like, I get proud of when we win, like, championships.
I mean, I guess.
And when people talk, I like our place in the media, like, where we're very underestimated and then just kind of blow people away.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah. I feel like that's San Antonio in everything.
Yeah.
The Spurs, like, don't get enough credit.
Right. Oh, you mean like everything that San Antonio does, we don't get enough credit
Yes,
for.
or the city of San Antonio.
Right.
It's kind of like people are like, oh, there's nothing to do there. But, like, there's plenty of stuff to do. Like your dumbass doesn't know where to go.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Just keep your dumbass out of San
Yeah,
Antonio.
because then I want to be able to get in where I want to go. Yeah.
Let's not overcrowd.
Yeah, perfect.
Getting close, girls. You're getting close.
We're almost. I know.
I know.
We're right there. We're right there. I love tacos so much.
I know.
They're so good. I mean, I like dudes, but I like tacos as well.
I like burritos.
Do you like?
I don't get it.
Really?
I feel like there's a code.
No.
I like
chimichanga.
I like. Listen.
Whoa, you heard it here first. Kelly likes chimichangas.
Breaking news on the She's Crafty podcast.
So this episode is coming out on the day before Valentine's Day.
Right.
No, 2 days before.
Friday?
On the 12th. Your Valentine's Vow Renewal is happening on the 13th. Is that correct?
Saturday.
Saturday. And that is at what time?
It's an excellent question, to which I do not have the current answer, but I can tell you.
Trying to read and
3 to 6.
3 to 6.
Early.
Oh, it's only $25 per couple. That's awesome.
Not only that, you get an actual certificate.
Really?
You get 2 beers, you get 2 glasses.
What?
And then you get a cupcake made from 2 tarts
Yes.
across the street.
Love April and Ashley.
With our beer. They're actually making it with
Nice.
last year they did Shiva's Tears and the icing. I think they're doing the same thing
Oh.
this year. So.
Oh, we should have some of those cupcakes
Do you
at
have
camp.
to? Yes.
Yeah.
Do you
you
have
would-
to get your vows renewed to get 2 glasses, 2 beers, and a cupcake?
You would actually be very happy to know that we instituted a new thing last year where you can also marry your beer. If you've not chosen a counterpart as a man.
Like, I would love to bring
suitor.
Jason, but that'd be super awkward if I was like, let's go to this brewery for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, but I don't want to marry you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I just want to eat this cupcake.
So you can
Yeah.
marry your beer.
I know we had a few people last year that did it, and I think some people
Nice.
this year signed up. Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's super cool.
And you still get the certificate, so you can frame it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Well,
But,
awesome.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun with it last year because again, it is legal.
Yeah.
The guys are ordained ministers. Both Price, our weekend manager, and Willie.
You have 2 ordained men.
I don't remember
ministers
where
on-
Price is ordained through, and I think it's equally as strange as Willie's, but it's out there.
That's crazy.
Wow.
But they're legal. So, Willie,
Like, how do you get ordained as a minister?
Online.
Online?
Yeah.
Willie did
One of
his-
us needs to do that.
Willie did his online, and he actually told me, he's like, I literally went, because it says ordained minister from the Church of the Latter-day Dude, which probably doesn't exist, right?
So funny.
But he took the certificate down to the courthouse, and he's like, I'm supposed to be an ordained minister. Like, what do I do? And the whole time, he's like, I'm just waiting for him to turn out and laugh at me and be like, get the hell out of here, dude.
Yeah.
And they gave him whatever
The
he
girl's
needed.
like,
He has a little
stamp,
card or whatever. Yeah.
Stamp.
That is
next.
so cool.
I feel like one of us needs to get ordained.
Oh, we should.
Just for the fuck of it.
Can we get ordained like as a combo?
Together?
Yeah.
Duo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, we could make this into a whole thing.
What? Or we could just always marry people to their beer.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we could be like what like the hyper right-wing conservatives are afraid of the next step. They're just like, next thing you know, they'll be marrying their beer. And we'll be like, yes! That's us.
We're here, guys.
Give us a call.
We're ready to go. We're ready to go.
Yes. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's super cool.
So your 3 that we tasted today, we had the Blondine, we had the Schwartz, and we had the Uber. And these, can you find them right now?
You can. The one that's the hardest to find will be Schwartz.
Uh-huh.
That one literally was just released in bottles.
Uh-huh.
And so, but again, that's it on draft. It is in San Antonio. Bottles of Uber and Blondine are a little bit more prolific at this point.
Okay.
But you'll see the other one pretty soon too.
Nice.
Great.
Yeah.
And then you can also come here. Your tap room hours are,
Thursday, Friday, 4 to 9. Saturday, Sunday, 1 to 7.
and you can come fill up a growler, take it home.
Perfect.
And then I noticed you're right next door to Got Toys. So are kids allowed in the tap room if you've got your kids with you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Kids and dogs. In fact, one of our first years we were open, they do a festival downtown called Wine and Sanger Fest.
Uh-huh.
And it was super busy. It's the busiest day we've ever had has always been that every year. It's gotten busier. But we were sitting here, my wife and I were working the bar, and all of a sudden this kid just rides a bike through the middle of the brewery. Out the back. Went around. We never saw him again. I have no idea whose kid it was. We were just looking at each other like, that just happened.
That kid's got balls.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's gonna
He
be
just wanted to
famous
check
one
it
day.
out.
Yeah,
He just wanted to
no
see
big
it.
deal.
Let's see what's going on.
Since we have kids, we don't, whatever, you can come
Yeah,
hang
yeah,
out.
yeah.
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 That's cool.
That's awesome.
And we don't serve food, but since we're downtown, we're literally right across the street from other restaurants that do. And the vibrator Wait a minute.
Wait, what?
Wait, why did
hold
you?
on.
Oh, wow. I didn't even know they opened that here. Wow. Okay.
What time is it?
We know where we're going after.
I think I meant
Still
Pager
Oh,
from
okay.
the restaurant.
Oh, okay.
Pager. From the Cajun food restaurant across the street does work in the bar.
Nice.
So you can come
Okay.
here.
Wait
yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I was just thinking that as I was walking up, because every time we do a taping, I feel like every place that we go, they're always breweries and they never have food. And I'm like, oh, I just need a little something.
It's just nice to have something that's
a little
nearby.
something, yeah.
Or you can go to
eat.
Two Tarts and get some cupcakes, bring them over,
Yeah.
pair them with some of these sours.
Yeah,
If
that's
you ask
a good
Willie,
idea.
Willie says they have a oatmeal cookie, and if you put that in the Dunkel Bison, it will literally change your life.
What?
He does- every Friday when he works, he gets 2.
Nice.
One for him, and then one for whoever lucky person he decides to share it with.
Nice.
Which I would venture to guess has probably never been a male, but yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. I like that.
Boobs win.
Willie.
Hashtag
Well,
boobs
with a
win.
name like
Hashtag boobs
with a
win.
name like Willie.
I know.
Of course he is. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's somebody come in here and be like, "Where's Willie and where's his oatmeal cookie?"
Who the fuck are you, man?
Right now.
Yeah.
He would gladly hand it over, I'm
Yeah.
sure, if that happened.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
Nice. Very good.
Good.
So that's awesome. I had such a good time today. And
Yeah.
this is such a cool place. For anybody that's listening, you have to stop through. And I know that y'all are probably gearing up for craft beer. What is it?
Worst Fest one?
The Worst Fest one, the craft beer festival.
Yeah, it's like
by
early
Worst
March,
Fest.
I think the 5th, maybe.
The 5th, yeah.
Yeah, we had them come last week, in fact, and do a whole taste through everything.
Nice.
We will probably be the only sour beers there, but
Yeah?
we will be there, yeah, for sure.
Nice.
Cool.
Everybody's kind of like coming into your hood for that one. So you're kind of like the big man on campus for that.
Well, and the brewery's actually maybe 3 blocks away.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of people that will park here, grab a beer. It's legal to drink on the street in New Braunfels.
Is it?
We sell to-go cups, and so, or we don't sell them. We give you to-go
I
cups.
did not even know that.
So
Why
your
are we
little-
hanging out in San
So
Antonio?
your little
Why?
walk-in beer can go over there with you. Yeah, till 10 p.m. it's legal to drink in downtown New Braunfels outside.
Oh.
It's not in San Antonio, right? Like, I feel like at First Friday,
Nah.
I see people.
I think down by First Friday, maybe it's in King
Southtown?
William. Yeah.
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 It's usually district-oriented, and then if you serve liquor, you can't do it.
Okay.
But since we're a brewery
Yeah.
and brew pub, so we can sell to go.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, I know where we're coming.
For sure.
She said coming.
She did say coming.
Damn it. Well, we found our third person of the
There
She's
we
Crafty
go.
podcast.
Fits right in. Fits right in.
Well, I had so much fun. Thank you, Kelly, for inviting us up. We had such a great
it was
time.
awesome.
Your
Thanks for
beers
coming.
are amazing. And I'm definitely know what I'm drinking this
People want to
weekend.
find you online or in social media. Where do they go?
It's pretty much NB Brewing is the
Okay.
website, and then NB Brew is all of the handles on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
Perfect. And you can find the She's Crafty podcast on iTunes. Make sure to subscribe, download, and review us. And find us on Twitter and Instagram at She's Crafty Pod, on Facebook at She's Crafty Podcast. And if you have nothing else to do, go to fucking Google Plus and just say hello one time. That's all I'm asking. And what else, Brandi?
You can just head over to shescraftypodcast.com and you can find any link and everywhere that we are located. And go to our YouTube. We have some really fun videos that we've just posted making fun of Budweiser.
That's right.
And
I saw that was pretty creative.
that was pretty fun to do.
You know what? In fact, a lot of people don't know this, but Brandi and I, our first project ever together was a Budweiser parody commercial
Of their saying up for anything.
up for anything, or like no,
yeah.
take no out of the equation or something.
Yeah.
And so, it's
Yeah.
really funny because we're like, we used to date lawyers and doctors, but now I date day laborers and they're up for anything. They won't take no for an answer.
And I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Now I drink Bud Light and everything is fine.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
A
pretty
clean
awesome.
little bracket. We started with the rape fantasy, and we ended with the rape fantasy.
That's right. Full
I guess
circle.
we did.
Full circle.
Yeah, shout out Amy Schumer. Do your homework before
Do your
you
homework.
rep a beer.
That's right. Nice.
Well, good.
Yeah. Good times.
Good times.
Peace out, beer nuts.
Peace out, beer nuts.
Shut up and sit down.
You could start a Blarney Barrel gang. The BBG.
Fuck yeah.
You
It
down with
sounds super
BBG?
hardcore.
Yeah.